Ooh, that's a better one. He was down in that tree. I think I still have the rod holder glued to my stomach. Wise man I knew told me if you can't catch any fish, go to a dam, because there's always something biting at a dam. We're at a dam, and we're gonna find out if it's true. I think it's true. Let's go. The other nice thing about dams is they're usually pretty reasonably accessible. One downfall is there's usually trash everywhere. This one's no different. I go grab my trash bag before I leave. Or if the bite's slow, give me something to do, pick up some garbage. Okay. This place does look like it has potential though. I especially like it because the water's coming up. Seems like when the water comes up, fish run upriver. There's definitely exceptions, usually in the fall or winter. But hey, we're down in the south where fish do different things, so we'll see if they run upriver when the water comes up this time of year. Ooh, that coffee tastes extra good on these extra cold mornings. I do have a few little bank tips. I think I got a boat, I got a kayak. I always bank fish just because it's simple. Got a backpack. You ain't got a backpack for bank fishing. It's not that the regular tackle box doesn't work, it's just that's completely hands-free, and I like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some lines out first, and then we can talk a little bit. At least about that stuff. I gotta rig some rods too. These rod holders are sweet for bank fishing for a lot of different reasons, but the number one is they're light. They stick in the ground pretty good. Is there a spot up here we can get one? There might be good enough tuft of dirt here. I mean, that's this, there we go. That one's pretty solid. You can see the seam. I mean, it's super obvious because of the foam, but even if there wasn't foam, you'd be able to see the currents going this way, then it's also going this way. So I'm gonna try to put two over here and then bomb one down. I think the one down's probably gonna do the best. So maybe I'll do one here and then put two down there. So the water's still cold. I think it's like 50 something. Okay, that goes down a little further there. And maybe, yeah, there we go. Now we're on to something. Oh, score. Thought I was out of treats. We have trail mix. That makes my day. I am missing my 20-pound line though. Maybe I'll just double up this 6. Is this 6? Yeah. We'll do that. Yeah, I'm gonna rig these up. I'm gonna shorten the leader on them, the hook leader, to about, I don't know, cut that in half. And then from the swivel, and I'm gonna double this up. Normally I'd use 20 or 30. But we're gonna double up 6 pound because that's what's in my bag. And I'm gonna hang that sinker dropper way low. Probably easier if I showed you. I'll rig one up and show you. All right, here we go. Got a 3-way crane swivel. And I have that 3-way crane swivel in line with my sinker dropper, which the sinker dropper is longer than the hook dropper. How much longer? I mean, just depends on what you want, but you want it longer than the hook dropper. Then your bait sits up here. You can do a dropper loop knot and stuff like that, but the crane swivels, and you don't get as much line twisting. It's kind of nice. But yeah, this sinker sits on the bottom. It's probably going to get snagged. But this lighter line, which it's probably like 14 or 20, I found it. Somebody left it here. So I guess I'll repurpose it. That works out pretty good. Then this is 60 and this is 80 and this is like a big cat rig. So we run into something with some shoulders. We'll have enough juice to get them to the bank. Gotta get a bite first, but this is a good start. Got good bait, rigged up good. Just need a good bite next. Okay, try to get it out to that seam. Right there. Not that deep. We'll see if it matters. Probably like 8. Well, there's just a pile of them here and it doesn't matter. Hopefully it stays relatively put. Should probably back the drag off, put the clicker on. That way I don't lose a rod. These rod holders are pretty sturdy. They're takedown rod holders. Oh, I'm getting bit already? Wow. I like that. Oh, and he dropped it. That was funny. Little guy. It's a good sign, though. Not a bad sign. It'd be fun if they were biting so good it made it hard to rig the other rods up. If he's anything like the blue cats I know, he'll be back. Or maybe Big Dad will be back and we'll get to hear that clicker going. Thought he might have actually done it. You can tell how I thought he might have actually pulled it down by the weird noises I make. Need Big Dad to show up. Ooh. Oh, he drop it? Yeah, no. There we go. Oh, he popped off. We'll reel it in. Or did he? Yeah, he popped off. He hit it with a little more gusto that time, but I still got bait. Wow. Oh yeah, they just been grabbing the end of it. We'll toss her back out there along with the other one because it's about done. There we go. Try to maybe put this one here. And then this other one I'll try to throw further down. Put some fresh bait on. Must just be a bunch of little rascals there. Well, that one's already down there, so I'm going to throw this one up in the scour hole up here. We'll see how it sits. Maybe that's where the big dogs are hanging out. I don't know. That's where I'm going to throw it. Right in the fast stuff, and hopefully it'll drift over to the edge real nice. That'll be a nice rod holder sponsored by Corona. Yeah, hopefully we hear that sound. We got one more to get out. Oh, this one's getting nibbed on already. Bobbing it. Might be in the channel cat playpen. Ooh. Oh, I thought he was doing it. But he still might. Definitely got grabbed by something. He slacked it up and started to pull it down and let go. Fake out. No, it's way shallow there. See what happens. I'm gonna bet some nibbles happen. Had to go out on a limb. Come on, buddy. Suppose I could put some fresh bait on this one, although it's still getting nibbled on. By what? I'm not positive. I'll probably give this another half hour to an hour, and if we don't catch anything, walk downriver. There's some brush down there. Might be some fish living in that. I think it's time for some peanuts. Do it, buddy. Or not. Looks cool. The nibbles are getting less aggressive and fewer and far between. I think I'm about to pack up and do something else, but guess I can't show you how to catch winter fish below a dam, but I'll show you how to streamline your bank fishing and make your time more enjoyable when you're on the water, whether you're catching fish or not. At least how I do it. Yeah, I thought they might be gar, but I think they're little cats, like little channel cats. You can see how the back end's just smushed, and they didn't have a big enough mouth to swallow the whole thing in the bait. The old channel rats. Yeah, I'm gonna pack everything up, but I'll show you how I organize everything just to be streamlined and efficient. The number one thing is, oh, you're falling. Okay. I think that should work better. Less is more. This is my catfish tackle box. Hooks, swivels, sinker slides, rattles, bobber stops, beads, and hooks for a variety of different fishing, from giant blue cats and flatheads all the way down to eater-sized channel cats. All fits in there. Doesn't take up much room. And that's kind of the whole point. And I'm outfitted for, like, well, probably close to a season of fishing right here. That goes in the bag. Rod holders, one for every single rod. And these ones pack up real nice right together like that, and they don't weigh very much, and they're strong. They're awesome. In the bag, I have a pair of scissors that cuts line and bait, so I don't have to bring a knife, although I do bring a fillet knife. Doesn't take up that much room. Goes in the bag. Bait, I put it in a bag, and if it's a short trip, cooler weather like today, I just leave it in a bag and it's fine. Keep in the shade out of the sun. And then if it's warm, put it in a soft-sided cooler, a small one with an ice pack or just a Ziploc baggy ice or something to keep it cool. And that's compressible and all that. And you put it in the bag. If you drink coffee, you can sit it where it sits upright. Goes in the bag. Everything fits in the bag. And like, that's the number one thing. I don't bring so much stuff that it doesn't fit in the bag, because you got to carry your fishing rods. And if you're bringing like live bait, you do have to bring a cooler. But everything other than that just fits in a bag. I don't bring a chair. I bring a stadium cushion. And I just clip that to the bag. And then it just rides on my back. No big deal. And the only thing I got to carry is the fishing rods. Now, with the fishing rods, if you're catfishing, you're probably going to have a sinker. You might have a big sinker. And these flop around everywhere, whether they're on a sinker dropper or on sliding on your main line or whatever. Having means to take them off when you're walking around makes life so much easier. So dropper loop knot, pop that right off. If you're using a sinker slide, it's got a snap clip, pops right off. So when I'm crawling up and down mud banks, I don't have these sinkers flopping around and getting hung up on stuff. One last thing that I can think of, take your line, you could use rod socks. These are gonna, like rod tips and stuff are gonna get hung on things. You put rod socks over them, that works awesome, but you gotta bring them. Or you can just wrap your line around the fishing rod. So we'll keep wrapping it around, hook it over a guide, and the lines don't get tangled on the other rods as much, and they don't get tangled in the brush and stuff as much. That's my system. I love bank fishing because it's simple, so I keep it simple, and this also allows me to be more mobile and check out different spots. So I'm gonna walk down river a little ways. I'm gonna try one more spot, and if that doesn't work, I'm probably gonna hop in the kayak and go somewhere. Okay, let's go. There's a tree down there. It's the first tree I've seen. I wonder if this cold front shoved them all in timber, and that's probably not the most ideal tree, but we're not in a boat, we're walking the bank, and we're here. So I'll give her 20 minutes. Ain't gonna spread rods out very far. I'll just go short, medium, long. I might spread them out a little bit. Sinkers and bait. And if having the bait in a bag next to your other stuff bothers you, you can always double bag it. Man, that's prime shad there. I almost don't even want to use them. Save them for later. We're gonna. Rods did not tangle. It's nice when things go the way they're supposed to. Now if the fish will just bite like they're supposed to, we'll be on to something. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it goes good. Can't catch any fewer fish than what I've been catching. Okay. It's definitely down by the, ooh, that hit a branch. There's some decent depth there. We're either gonna snag or get a fish there. Might do both. Real big cast with this guy. Whoop. Alright, hopefully something's hungry. That one's slacked up. I wonder if it's in like a pocket. Or it's snagged. So let it sit for a little bit and see what happens. I'm sitting right in a crack. Oh, I got cockleburrs all over my feet too. Come on, one catfish. Ooh. Oh, we got him. That's a fish. I don't know about this loose drag thing. Oh, blue kitty. The old whole mobility thing actually worked out. I say that like I'm surprised. Usually that's the key. Yeah, I figured this guy would have been closer to the brush. Ooh, he's cold. Yeah. Got a nibble, caught a fish. It was nice. Fun. Felt awkward with the loose drag. I don't know. This is a big fish country. Usually I just run them tight even from the bank, but big fish country, you got to be a little more careful. And the big fish are actually less awkward than the little fish, and both of them are substantially less awkward than me. All right, I'll let you go, buddy. And there could be brush down here, you know, just under the water. You can't see it. It's tough telling, not knowing. Hopefully he's got a friend down there. That's what I was hoping was going to happen at the dam. I'll take them where I can get them. That was a very large something moving right along the bank. I wouldn't think that'd be a cat, but it could be a cat. Or it could just be mud falling in the water too. Water is coming up. Ooh, that's a better one. He was down in that tree. I think I still have the rod holder glued to my stomach. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Come on, buddy. He hit it like only a blue cat can. And he's stuck on the bank. Come on. It's not really any bigger. But he had a little current to give him a little extra zip when he smacked it. It was much less awkward. I left my grippies in my kayak. They would have definitely been appreciated in the bag. Other tips, take your grippers, put them in the bag. Okay, set the reel down on the seat cushion so it's not in the mud. That's 2 quick catfish just because I was willing to move a little ways, and I was more willing to move a little ways because it's not that big of a deal when you don't bring a bunch of stuff and you're efficient and you catch nice fish. Yeah, the boat's nice because you're mobile, but if you're bank fishing and your setup's simple, then you're still pretty mobile. Okay, I'll put the double shad on. About out of bait. Not that I had a lot. We got another nibble. Gonna give them the 2-headed dragon. Not gonna do the 3-headed dragon because I don't think they can handle it. Do I dare walk down and make a cast, or do I wait to see what this is gonna do? I dare. I'm gonna give it a try. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, that's in some junk. That's out of the junk. At least for the moment. Wonder if there's any more in there. Dams are great places to fish, except when they're not. Sounds obvious, but they're like feast or famine type places. Be the best fish in your life, or skunk central, depending on what time of year and water's doing. Now we know. Oop. Oh. Just a nibble. Text my buddy Kyle. Letting him know how the fishing's going. You for real, bro? Maybe. Kinda acting like a flathead. It's kind of bouncy though. Could be a small flathead. Could also be a turtle. I'm betting small flathead. What do you guys think? You want to slap a $20 bill on this? We got to land them to find out. Let him pull on it a little bit. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Rubbing on something. There we go. Stay on there. Oh, he's in it. Come out of it. He's on top. No, he's sprinting like a blue. That would be the most tentative biting blue ever, if it is a blue. Oh, it's a flathead. Hell yeah. Busted my sinker off. I'll sacrifice a sinker for a flathead anytime though. Hey. My favorite. Not a magnum, but a pretty nice fish. And it was 30 degrees this morning, bank fishing, and was definitely not expecting to catch a flathead, but they live in trees and we were fishing in a tree, so can never really write it off, I guess. I don't know. Moral of the story, I'm happy I got him. Nice fish. He'd be a prime eater, but I ain't eating any fish out of this river. So he gets let go. Okay, bud. See ya. Cool. I think that's going to wrap up the fishing trip for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go check out a new area, do some more exploring, and maybe I could sit here and catch a few more, but I've had fun and I want to see some other stuff. So yeah, hopefully there was something in that video you found some value in, and yeah, if you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate the heck out of you. Hope you catch a giant.